Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to Pinnacles National Park. I'm meeting up with my daughter. Oh, what did I do wrong? Second. And her two sons. They live in Southern California. So we're meeting at Pinnacles. So it's 2.5 hours for me and I think 4.5 hours for her, but that's beats driving the 6.5 hours all the way to my house. So let me show you what we've got out here. Lock the door. All right, so the Aliner has been there. Now it lives at a RV park, but I brought it here to fill it up with water and to clean it up a little bit. And I'm gonna hitch that up in a second. And Ramsey Jr.'s all set. Loudmouth Peppy is going to come. It's her first family outing. And this time, Annie, who's hiding underneath there, is gonna go to her Aunt Erica and Uncle John's house because it's just impossible to have two squirrely grandkids and two squirrely dogs. Anyway, I've got this kind of haphazardly packed with food, clothes, obviously bedding, and then I'm trying another new thing, which is this soft cargo container. So up there is just soft things. There's the 3 sleeping bags for Amy and the boys, 2 mats, air mattresses that are rolled up. What else is there? Not much, but anyway, it's tied down tightly. So I'm getting pretty good at this backing up thing. I back up so that I see the same amount of trailer in that rear view mirror as I do in that rear view mirror. All right, so there's a little bit there, a little bit there, and now I'm going to use my backup camera to line up the post. What do you call the hitch thing? Well, not too bad. Okay, so I've got 1.5 feet here. Right, now I have to hook those chains, the electric, get it on the post somehow. First I have to take the chocks off wheels. So way around here are these, which I will move. Oops. Put them in the back of the car. Okay, turn it off. Just learned a lesson. Leave the wheel on, because I can't move this thing at all. So I had to line it up exactly just by driving it here. But anyway, we did that. I think we're set. Looks like everything is battened down. Check around, double check. Make sure all the, including the water, which I always forget. It's actually water drainage. Everything's locked. All right.
So as I mentioned, my daughter and I were meeting, not exactly halfway. I had a 2.5 hour drive south and she had a 4.5 hour drive north, and we would meet up at Pinnacles National Park. I would get there first and set things up. The first part of the drive is through the Central Valley, and it's pretty flat. Then you follow this little valley all the way to the entrance to Pinnacles.
all this area for the kids to run around. You can ride their bikes around here. It's gonna be great. All right, we're at the very eastern end of the park, and we're gonna take a walk to the visitor center. Right? You know what? I don't see any toilets. I think my grandsons are going to be doing a lot of nature pee, as my other grandson calls it. So we're just going to walk around and check it out.
The main part of the campground is within this rectangle. The rest is kind of beyond bushes, and you can't really see it, but there are lots of other campsites. So we're in this area that has electric hookups in number 100, and the entrance and visitor center is on the left. Here's a Google map of the same thing, so you can see where you enter at the visitor center, and that's where the pool is and the showers and the bathroom. And we were at the far right of that loop in campsite number 100.
So one thing this park is famous for is that it's a condor refuge, or whatever they call it, where they put them back in the wild. So these are the telescopes to see them, and they're up there somewhere. So we'll go look at the placard. Okay. So the biggest way to tell the difference between the condors and the vultures is that white thing on the underneath the wing. I don't see anything right now. Nothing. Must be taking a nap. So we're down there. And that's the visitor center right over there. And the pool and voila, the bathrooms. Already looking a little bit disheveled here. Anyway, bought an ice cream and heading back from the visitor center, which is here behind me there. And the good news is that I was able to purchase a little bit of firewood. So they don't have a ban on ring fires yet. So that means we get to roast our marshmallows for s'mores over a real fire. Very exciting. Okay.
The grandkids finally made it. They got on their bathing suits, jumped on their bikes, and we are headed to the pool.
Abby and I are in Ramsey Jr. There's a privacy curtain right there. Got a sleeping bag. And Abby's in there. Anyway, she's in there. There she is. And then my daughter and her boys are sleeping in the Aliner. It's all very cozy.
So we drove home the next day. After a few days on the home front, we headed to Cassini Ranch Family Campground. As you can see, it's about an hour and 26 minutes north of my house. The resort is on the Russian River. Lots of things to do. They have a place you can rent boats and rings and things like that. And they have a huge schedule of all sorts of activities for kids. There are 2 dog parks. Abby found an Aussie friend to play with. The kids loved it because they could run around anywhere. That's the entrance in the general store, and that red building on the right is the barn where they had movies at night. And then they had this big trampoline, and just to the right is the dog park, and then beyond that to the right is the playground. This was Abby's first time submerged in water. She thought it was great. James had a lot of fun building fires. And Abby had a great time playing with the boys. They seemed to like it too. So I took this final panorama as we were packing up and getting ready to leave. That's looking toward the river. And that's looking back up toward the market.
Okay, that's it for this. It's a wrap. And I just wanted to explain that I haven't been putting too many videos out lately because of my puppy, Abigail. I can shoot plenty of footage. There's lots going on. But what I can't do is sit down very long to do the editing. Anyway, I'll try my best to keep up. See you when I see you. All right, bye.
Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and keep on rambling. And thanks, Nico Tyson, for letting me use your music. You can find more of his tunes on his website.